Welcome back, guys, to another video on the channel. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. Today's West Ham subject that I want to cover and talk about is the rumours linking Luka Jovic, a once former teammate of Sebastian Haller at Frankfurt, from going to Real Madrid to West Ham. Guys, for more West Ham content, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe for more West Ham videos. We're very close to 1,300. I appreciate the support on the channel recently. Thank you very much. Now, let's get into my personal reasons why I believe Luka Jovic would not be a good transfer for West Ham. Now, let's talk about sort of Haller and Luka Jovic, because it is an interesting concept, bringing in two strikers that used to play with each other at Frankfurt in the Bundesliga, in Europa League, scored goals. So if one's available, why not bring the other one in? Because it could complement Haller. However, I just do not think it's the right signing for West Ham. You know, it was spoke about on XWHU's XWHU Employees podcast regarding West Ham actually being interested in Luka Jovic. And I just don't think it would be a good transfer. Firstly, this has got a Sullivan transfer written all over it. If any transfer has got a Sullivan transfer written all over it, it's this one. I do not believe that David Moyes, because of the type of team he's trying to build, you can tell by the type of team he's trying to build, the striker that he prefers in Antonio, someone who's a little bit more mobile, someone that can run the channel, someone that can hold the ball up. Jovic can, whilst he can hold the ball up, He's not that quick. He's not that quick. He is more of a, he's not a target man, but he's a stocky guy. He is a very stocky guy. Whilst he is a fantastic finisher, I don't believe it would be the right transfer for West Ham, because I do not think he fits the mould of what David Moyes is trying to build at West Ham. Real Madrid have spent £60 million on him. A huge transfer. Jovic was probably out the three, out of Rebic, out of Haller, and out of himself. Probably, the most wanted in regards to, clubs wanted him. Used to play for Benfica. Frankfurt paid 10 million for him, had a fantastic season, scored goals in the Bundesliga, goals in the Europa League, and then got transferred to 6 million. However, just like Haller at West Ham, it hasn't really, materialised, hasn't really got going for him at Real Madrid. And the reasons why, a lot of it is down to recruitment. If we look at both systems, okay, it's very common these days that players who are not very well organised in terms of recruitment. And there's only a couple teams out there in the world right now who you could probably say absolutely nail it on recruitment. Firstly, Liverpool. Diogo Jota signed him from Wolves, and arguably he was in and out of that Wolves team. Look how well he's doing at Liverpool. The other team would be Borussia Dortmund. That comes to mind. A team that likes building players, that likes signing young, hungry players, building them, building their stature, building their reputation in the game, and then selling them on for a huge transfer fee, making a huge profit. And you could probably say those two are probably the only clubs, arguably, that've got a very good recruitment model. And I believe a lot of these other clubs, Man United, West Ham, Real Madrid, just don't have that good of a recruitment model. We sign players, right? If we was to sign Jovic, we'd have signed him based on his quality, based on that he scored goals in the Bundesliga, based on he scored goals in the Europa League. Likewise, while we signed Haller because we wanted Gomez, right? Gomez wanted to scored goals. Scored goals for Celta Vigo. Scored goals for Celta Vigo in the Spanish league and any cup competitions that he may have participated in. A Uruguayan international. And we signed Haller because he'd done exactly the same thing. Scored goals, and he scored goals in Europa League. Now, we've brought Haller in, and we have completely disregarded how the system was built around Haller, Jovic and Rebic. They played like a 4-3-3 or an interchangeable 4-3-3. Or players in and around them. Haller had a lot of support at Frankfurt, and the reason why a lot of why it's not working out for him at West Ham is because he's playing in a lone striker formation, and he doesn't probably get the support that he did at Frankfurt. And Antonio is exactly what we need as a striker: someone who runs the channels, someone who can hold the ball up, someone that is going to work hard, press from the front. And Haller is just not that kind of striker. So bringing in Jovic, whilst it sounds great. Bringing in another striker that used to play with Haller, has a very good, on the pitch relationship with Haller. Bring him to West Ham. Oh, you know what? We might start challenging for the top 8 because we've got Haller, we've got Jovic. Let's combine the both. However, Jovic would not be suitable for the formation and the system that West Ham are trying to play. So all these rumours regarding West Ham might go after Jovic. West Ham, you know, I know West Ham will never see this video or someone of important notice or whatever, but West Ham, please do not sign him. Please do not sign him. Don't get me wrong. He's a quality finisher. He's a quality attacker. And there's plenty of players that have gone to Real Madrid because of the hostility regarding the fans that have gone over there and flopped. Okay? However, if you was to bring him into West Ham, where it's on a loan or permanent deal, he just does not fit that style of play. He can't run the channels. He isn't that quick. He's more of a similar type of mould to Haller. Whilst he's not as built as Haller, like Haller's like 6 foot, whatever, you know, very good at winning duels in the air. One of the most, you know, highly win duels, you know, from a player there is in the Premier League, especially last season anyway, not based off the performance against Liverpool. But Jovic doesn't have that in his game where he can spin in behind. He's not really much of a hard worker in terms of he's not going to do what Antonio does. So for me, if we was to look to sign a striker, and it is apparent that David Moyes wants another centre-back, another central midfielder, because obviously we're lacking cover, and another striker. If we was going to go down the route of Luka Jovic, he just doesn't fit what, you know, David Moyes is trying to build. And it does, to me, let me guys know in the comments, that Sullivan, this is a Sullivan transfer all behind it, because I'd be very surprised if it comes out and actually David Moyes is the one that goes, you know what, I want Jovic. We're going to change formation. We're going to play Jovic and Haller together, right? We're going to forget Bowen. We're going to forget Fornals. We're going to forget Ben Rama, because, you know, the reason why we play a 5 at the back is because when teams play a 5 at the back, guys, when teams play a 5 at the back, is because, for example, Chelsea, they play it. It's because you're not very good in defence, okay? You're not very good at defending. So having that extra body there does help a lot. And it's no coincidence that we have, you know, seemed to get some clean sheets whilst we have conceded against Tottenham, you know, a couple against Liverpool. We got 4-0 victories against Wolves, 3-0 victories against Leicester. So it does work in terms of getting that extra body behind the ball and getting those clean sheets, and we're harder to break down. However, you know, that is built for our team. That's built for our team and built around our weaknesses. Now, if we brought Jovic in, I take it he would be there to complement Haller. We'd have to completely change the formation and the style of play. So for me, you know, it would be the completely wrong transfer. If West Ham are really wanting a striker, right? If West Ham are really wanting a striker that's similar mould of Antonio, someone who can run the channels, and I've spoken about it loads of times on this channel about, you know, Joshua King, you know, he was someone that David Moyes apparently wanted more than Ben Rama. You know, we've got Ben Rama, and I'm glad we've got Ben Rama right now, but Josh King, you can see why David Moyes would have liked Josh King, because it's clear to me that David Moyes doesn't rate Haller. He doesn't rate Haller because of, for whatever reason, his work rate doesn't work hard enough to the team. Not as aggressive as he would have liked maybe for a big man. I know that has been maybe mentioned in the public eye once or twice, that he needs to be more aggressive, right, for a big man. You know, he's not aggressive enough. He gets bullied a little bit too much. And, you know, we can see why he wanted Josh King. He runs the channel. Similar mold to Antonio, works hard, can play up front, can play on the left wing. So if Antonio got injured, Josh King would have gone straight up top. He would have gone straight up top, and West Ham might not have had to change or alter their style of play too much. And just bringing in Luka Jovic, for me, it just screams down, you know, we're signing a player based off previous reputation, what he'd done at Frankfurt. Done very well at Frankfurt in a completely different system. Different system. Okay, and now we're going to chuck him into West Ham and expect miracles. It's just not going to happen. And, you know, as I alluded to earlier, I spoke about earlier about Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. They've identified a player from Wolves, yeah, who, whilst he was not in the Wolves team, you know, every single week, he was in and out of that Wolves team. If you look at Diogo Jota, he didn't command the first team's spot every single week. He was in rotation with other players. However, Liverpool paid 45 million to sign him because they've seen something in him. They've seen that he works, he presses from the front, he fits the core values of what Liverpool are trying to achieve. He's brought him in, and look what he's doing. He's scoring goals. He's got his first hat-trick already. Scored goals against West Ham, the winner. Scored goals against Sheffield United. Scored goals against Arsenal. So for me, we need to forget about the route of let's sign a player because he sounds quality or he's unreal like Luka Jovic, and sign players based on the system that West Ham are trying to implement, and that is a 5 at the back formation, 2 in midfield, 2 wide players and 1 striker. So for me, Luka Jovic, West Ham do not sign him. You'll be making a huge mistake, in my opinion. We'll be in another situation, whether it's on loan or whatnot. You'll be paying a huge amount in wages. If you manage to spend 40 million on him because Real Madrid paid 60 for him, you'll be spending a huge amount of money. I can guarantee you now we'll probably be looking at this transfer in a year and a half time going, well, you know what? why did we do that? Why did we do that? He doesn't fit the style of play David Moyes is trying to achieve. So, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Give me your thoughts regarding the Luka Jovic transfer. It's never going to happen, in my opinion. I'd be very surprised. However, XWHU employee did, mention it on his podcast. So you could probably say there's a very, very good, reliable source behind it saying that West Ham want him. However, it's got a Sullivan transfer written all over me. It doesn't fit the style of play that West Ham were trying to create, under David Moyes. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Do not go there, West Ham. Let me know in the comment section, guys, down below. Make sure you subscribe for more West Ham content. If you support West Ham, you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. It helps me greatly. We love talking about West Ham. I hope that passion shows throughout these videos. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new around. I'll catch you next video. See you later.